Hey guys, Jamie Sierra here, missionfulfillment.com here. I'm just trying to get this camera adjusted here so I can figure out here. I think this is gonna do it. I feel like there's a little bit of sunblock on me though. So hold on one second here. Okay, just wanna just switch here a little bit here. And just obviously don't wanna share. So anyways, guys, welcome to my July 2019 goals report, where each and every month I have since the beginning of last year in 2018 have decided to do a monthly goals report to make sure that I'm keeping up on track, and obviously making sure that I hold myself accountable. And the best way to hold yourself accountable is to make sure that publicly you're declaring your goals. And I'm declaring my goals to everyone, all the viewers here, because it keeps me, accountable for them. Because if I were just to be accountable myself, I'd find a way out no matter what. And this way, if I don't achieve or accomplish my goals, or even strive to complete my goals, this way I know I'm going to look bad if I don't complete them and accomplish them. Because we always kind of get off the path a little bit. Sometimes we set a goal for ourselves, and then all of a sudden we start it. We get excited about the goal, and then little things come in the way. We get distracted, and then we lose kind of the excitement about setting that goal, because sometimes we feel like that the end result is so far off, and then we get distracted even more, and then we get discouraged sometimes because of all the obstacles, and then we give up. And obviously, that's not the purpose of setting goals. Not that the purpose of setting goals is to achieve them either, but it's to give you a sense of natural progression of moving forward and in achieving that long-term result that you always truly want and desire for your life. And obviously by creating those long-term results and everything like that, you have to discipline yourself in the short term. You have to make sure you motivate yourself in order for you to take action and make those steps in a course in order to achieve the goal. And obviously learn to love the process as well, because that's basically the whole purpose of the goal is the process through achieving the goal, learning along the way, making the progress and improving the quality of your life all around by setting goals and making the process and making the progress towards it. And if you continue to persist and not give up, even if you don't accomplish the goal, I think at the end you'll feel like you definitely have accomplished something incredibly special. So anyways, I want to kind of dive into July and overall how I am doing for the entire year for the goals that I set in January. And I'm pulling up my Evernote here as we're looking here. So basically, I would have to say overall, July really went quick for me, and the summer has kind of gotten to me a little bit as far as having a little bit more fun than I normally would. Just kind of getting out a little bit more, enjoying the sun, just doing summer things that everybody does. And sometimes you kind of lose your way, you kind of lose your motivation because the weather is so nice and so beautiful, and you don't want to stay inside and work on your goals all the time. You don't want to sit down, get disciplined, write those blogs, and because it's so nice, it's so beautiful out. And I kind of gotten a little bit of a trap in that, falling tremendously behind on some of my disciplines, especially my spiritual and contribution goals. And really, this is going to have to unfortunately be a stretch in the fall to make sure that I get all these goals that I want to accomplish. So and try to create some momentum, of course, too, at the end of the year, because we want to continue to finish the year strong, and that is obviously my intent. I think for the month of August, I think I'm gonna just pretty much still focus on my business goals, creating good video content. um, in addition to that, I will work on my health and fitness for the month of August, but everything else I might kind of scale back a little bit for the remainder of the month, and just kind of pretty much still continue and enjoy the summer. And I've given myself permission to do that, but because I know by the time it really rolls around, by the time I really need to step, to step up and really sit down and completely discipline myself, I know I'm going to be able to get that done. I know I'm going to be able to accomplish that. I know I'm going to be able to, grind it out whenever I can. I know that, eventually I can get back into the habit of continuously working, long hours, and, working extremely hard towards my goals. So anyways, let me get started here for my, I'm going to get started on the health and fitness goals here. And the health and fitness goals for 2019, this has been an up and down year for me, health wise and fitness wise. Excuse me. Here, as we know, I did not. If you guys have seen the previous videos, I did not accomplish the feat of being 180 pounds by February 15th of 2019. At the time, beginning of January, I was at 195 pounds. Right now, I'm at about 185, 86 pounds. Have lost a little weight along the way, have actually really kind of disciplined myself a lot more as far as my diet. I fooled around a little bit with the keto diet. I'm still kind of pretty much on that, even though I do have carbs, and I give myself permission to have carbs every now and then, and even sweets every now and then. But I am definitely scaling back on what I put in my mouth and what I put in my system, because it's to me, it's really it's really vital, not only just getting the weight I want and getting the fitness level I want, but obviously I want to have the energy, I want to have the vibrancy, to get through the day, to make videos, to produce content, and to add value to other people. And I can't do that if I don't have the energy to do that. And the biggest part of health is actual energy. And if you continue to eat foods with heavy sugars, heavy cholesterol, heavy carbs, eventually you're gonna get caught on the short end. And and that's one thing I've scaled really back on, is the pizzas and the pastas. Pasta is something that I've always been acclimated to. I've eaten so much pasta in my lifetime. It's incredible. It's just, it's just a ritual that I have, is always to have pasta, or at least 3 or 4 times a week. I'll have pasta, and then if I'm not having pasta, I'm having rice. So, and I've really have scaled back on that quite considerably. I do have a little bit of pasta made from chickpea, and not made from white flour or wheat, and that's obviously been helpful. And and the good thing about the chickpea pasta, I'm not losing a lot of taste in that. It's a little bit of a different taste, even slightly different texture, but anyways, it's actually really good. And I've actually really enjoyed eating the chickpea pasta. Not as much as I used to eat the regular pasta, but at least I'm scaling back on what food I'm consuming as well. So working out 4 times a week, including tennis. I've been pretty consistent with that. Fell off the boat a little bit this week, and actually probably for the past 3 weeks, I have not really have been just at the level I really need to be, even though I feel, I feel like I'm in pretty good shape. Every time I go to the gym, I'm able to get a good workout, and I definitely don't feel it. But at the same time, I want to make sure I keep this up and keep consistent. As you know, I've set some really big physical goals from my video a few weeks ago, what I really truly want to accomplish, and really been inspired by David Goggins' book, and been watching a lot of his content on YouTube. And his book is called Can't Hurt Me, and it's a bestseller, and it's just doing extremely well, and incredibly followed. And I actually was able to get through his audio book, which was completely outstanding. It was almost done in an interview format with David Goggins in the reader, and it was just extremely powerful. So been really inspired by him, and I want to continue to make sure that I get into a great fitness groove, because eventually, probably sometime, within the next couple of years, I'd like to get to, I would really, really want to run a marathon. It's been something on my bucket list for a long, long time. And it's something, that I know the next few years, if I'm going to do it, it's got to be done within the next few years. So anyways, moving forward, I still, August, health and fitness goals is going to be a big priority for me in August. So anyways, I want to move to time goals. Making sure that I'm using the Apple Calendar on a daily basis, and I've done a much better job prioritizing my times, setting my times, knowing where I need to be, and that's very important for me to do. So I'm going to continue to do that, and because it just makes things so much easier. I get a hell of a lot less overwhelmed when I do that, and so far it's been really working out for me. So, and I've been able to get a lot more things done. I was able to get a video done last night on social anxiety, which I'm really proud of, because I really kind of let myself open, and provided solutions that have worked for me as far as coping with it and everything like that, even though I still feel like I'm completely cured from it or anything like that. Okay, so relationship goals. I want to make sure I keep moving here. To easily create magic moments with Carmen at least once a week. We'll block an hour a week, check in with each other, make sure what we need in our needs. We'll also commit to having quality time, just the two of us, and no distractions. We'll either spend time alone or have a date night. That's been working out pretty well. I think, Carmen and I always continue to spend the great quality time together, and truly one of the greatest gifts that I do have in my life is my relationship, is my marriage. I'm just completely blessed and fortunate. If everything else fails in my life, my business, my finances, well, maybe not my health, but anyways, I know I have my relationships. So, and that to me is just, it's just such a beautiful part of my life, and I'm so grateful. Visiting a family member at least 2 times a month. I have continued to do that on a relatively consistent basis. July, not as much. I had quite a hectic July and everything like that. So eventually, month of August, I know I'm going to get together probably next week, the weekend of the 12th, and as well as the weekend of the 17th with family members. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. August is such a great month. It's one of my favorite months to have throughout the year. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Spiritual and contribution goals. One up, one down. Spiritual, easily spend 2 times a week meditating, spending time alone, thanking my creator. I have done a lot of gratitude exercises each and every morning. I pretty much think of 3 things that I'm thankful for, and I always do that in the morning. So that's one thing I've been really doing well. But as far as the meditation, as far as reading the Course in Miracles, those are 2 things I have not done and have not done very well on. Very inconsistent on that. have not written the letters, love letters anonymously to strangers. I still need to get that done. My plan is making sure that that gets accomplished by the end of the year. One thing I have been doing is continuing donating. I made a goal to donate $1,000 this year. I think I'm up to 600 or 700 right now. I'll have to double check that, but I've continuously and consistently donating dollars. This past month, I donated to the Roger Federer Foundation, which I lived up to my promise of making sure I did it. I make sure I donate to all 4 foundations of Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, and Murray. So I continue to do that. Education goals. I will easily attend 1 seminar this year, which is the Traffic and Conversion Summit in late February in San Diego, and I got that accomplished. I will invest Blinkist and read 1 book summary bi-weekly starting May 2019. I did download Blinkist. I've read about 3 or 4 books on there right now. Book summaries, I have to get back doing that. I have not done that on a consistent basis. Let's see what else. So business goals. I will easily have my book available by the end of January 2019. I will have a free promotion via Kindle in February 2018. Both goals were accomplished, but both goals were accomplished a little bit later than those dates. I will produce 1 video a week at 40 for the year starting mid-January. Right now, I am on pace for that. I believe, where am I on my videos? I was at 25 at the end of the June. I have produced about 28 videos right now. Fell off a little bit in July. I know I got to get back on track for that. I am still on track for that, but I want to make sure I continue to be consistent with that. And, even finished above 40 for the year. I will easily have 30 blog posts on mission fulfillment for 2019. Right now, I was at 17 at the end of June, and I'm still at 17 right now. Actually, I should be at 18 probably by the end of this weekend. I do have pretty much a written blog to go with, to go with my video last night on social anxiety. So I plan on putting that up pretty soon. Just got to type that out and get that posted. I will easily create a squeeze page from Mission Fulfillment by December 2019. I still have that on my radar to get that done. I will easily pursue advertising to reach more people in the spring of 2019. I did advertising, but I've done 2 ad promotions strictly for my book. I did not do it for the Mission Fulfillment page. And I don't know if I will do an advertisement for that. We'll see how things go, but not in the cards to do so. Fun goals. I will easily socialize with friends at least 2 times a month. Yeah, I've been completing that. I had a friend of mine stay with me for 5 weeks, Andrew, and he's been gone for almost 2 weeks now. But he was here pretty much throughout the whole month of July. But I definitely want to make sure that I continue with my social life. Make sure that I see certain friends, and it's definitely been a while since I've seen quite a few of them, and I want to make sure that I continue that. Obviously socializing is a big part of life. It's a big part of being fulfilled in life too, and it's always good to hang out with, the guys and everything like that. That's to kind of get you refocused and reacclimated. So get your batteries recharged. That's what it really does. Okay, I will easily go on 1 vacation with Carmen in 2019. Originally, we were thinking Singapore and Peru, and I'm not sure if this is going to happen or not this year. I think it will. I think eventually we will do something. I'm not sure yet. She's actually going to be going to London in a couple weeks with her friend, and she'll be doing that for a week. So sometime in the fall, we'll plan something, and it might be really small. We still might go out of the country. I doubt we'll go to Singapore, and I definitely know we won't be in Peru. And then lastly, I will easily attend one tennis tournament in 2019. And I accomplished that at the Miami Open. There is still a remote possibility that I might hit the US Open, give or take. So I'm not 100% sure on that. So, but anyways, overall, July, like I said, was one of those months that, like I said, I definitely had summer fever, and I don't feel that the summer fever is going to continue to go away this particular month as well. But I definitely will continue to produce good video content, some great self-development that I will continue to talk about, and do some role modeling too. Upcoming role models that I really want to do is I definitely want to cover, probably do a little bit of coverage on Nadal and Federer sometime in late August or so. And also I plan on doing a video blog on probably one of my favorite athletes is Jerry Rice. He was an American football player in the NFL, probably one of the greatest NFL players of all time, definitely the greatest wide receiver of all time. He played for the San Francisco 49ers, set every possible receiving record that could possibly be accomplished, set a record for most touchdowns. It just absolutely tremendous player. Like I said, he was rated the #1 NFL player of all time by the NFL Network back in 2011 when they did their NFL Top 100 Players of All Time. And just how he got there is just such an amazing story. And I'm going to share with you, the life, Jerry Rice and, his mindset and how he works and how he ticks. So definitely looking forward to sharing that with you guys. So thank you for watching. I definitely look forward to checking with you guys in early September and telling you guys how August went. So take care. Wish you guys all the best. And I hope you guys are doing a great job so far this year, accomplishing your goals and everything. So, all right. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you. Take care.